Hi all, we are back. It's Laura and Amanda here, and we are here to let you know about our ITEC Accredited Energy Resilience Workshop Leader.
Yay!
And we have just finished our first course, so we're really, really excited.
Yeah, it's been great. And actually, the graduates from the course have already been asked to do workshops within their community or within their workplace, which speaks volumes to the value of this course. Now, we're going to do our next course at the end of February, but some of the questions that are coming up is like, who does this course and why would somebody want to do this course? So just quickly, this course is for anyone who wants to create a change, whether it's in their own personal life, but also within companies and agencies or communities where people want to create a shift and build community. So it teaches people how to build energy resilience and resilience in general. And when we do that, then we are much more powerful as individuals, but also connectedly as a team or a group within an organization, a community that we're working in. So this program is really for anybody.
Yeah, I'd actually add to that. I'd say as well, people who have done yoga, Pilates, So if you've already have like a tool or a technique, this will actually just round it up for you, and it'll give you more access to different tools for your groups. Or even if you've been a coach in the industry already
Completely.
and you're doing one-to-ones, it allows you to expand with much more confidence to fill a workshop.
Yeah. And we have 7 modules on the course. So the first module is really the one that puts the foundation for everything else, and it is actually called Energy Resilience.
Yes.
Prize.
So, yeah, my favorite subject. Yes, yeah. So resilience, So resilience. What is resilience, guys? So resilience it's the ability to really bounce back after stressful situations, or whether you've gone through micro trauma or macro traumas. Just
really bad days.
Exactly.
Even.
Yeah, I was going to say our daily stresses, and then for me, then the energy part of it is actually really tapping into the tools that we have within to build up our own energy resilience.
Completely. And I think that's really important. That's what this course, the module 1, gives the foundation for everything. Because I think that, it's really easy for us to go, I know who I am, I know what I look like, I present myself a certain way in the world. But sometimes we forget that we have such internal strength inside of us and we don't know what to do with it because we've never thought about it. We've never, no one's ever kind of suggested we do anything with that. So this course allows you to start to begin to understand how that system works and how you actually can learn to navigate that and be in control of that system. So when we talk about that, we talk about you being able to manage and monitor how you're reacting and responding to things, which in turn completely redirects your ability to form relationships, your connections with people, your understanding, your empathy level. So it goes on so many different levels. So the first module is really the one that sets the foundation. I love that module.
Yes.
It's great.
Well, we really start with the basics. We really start with the atom and understanding how the atom cultivates energy and how that energy then connects to our Sushima, how we connect with our light body, and then how we connect with quantum physics. And we go right into detail about the spin attribute and how we are connected to the world.
Yeah. And then module 2, then we move on because movement and mind-body connection is so important, but it's important to know how to actually maximize the benefits of all of those 3 combined.
Yes. So in module 2, we really understand about the nervous system and how the nervous system is basically our communication from the outside world to the inner world. And when we realize that then, and how then it responds to our thoughts, and understanding when we have our thoughts, that we have this cascade of biochemicals that come into the body, we release hormones in the body, and then this creates a state of being. So whether that's calm or fight or flight or freeze. So when we really understand that, then we can, as you said, navigate our own reaction or a response to what's going on.
And we do a lot of neuroscience as well, or a lot of neuro wellness, to understand that your brain. We forget sometimes our brain is a muscle, and we need to work our muscles in order for them to really maximize or get the maximum benefit from them. So they need stimulation. You need to understand how the best way to do that is, and again, that gives you more control over the management of your daily life, of your group, how you interact with people. All of that comes into play. So lots of neuro wellness involved in this module 2.
Laughing, going, use it or lose it.
Yeah, really.
use it or lose it. But again, and as you said, really, we go into the different parts of the brain and understanding where thoughts are stored in the body. Where do they come from? Where do our beliefs come from? And then how they impact our mind, body, and soul. So.
And the third part, which I really love about this course then too, module 3, is around movement, because we forget that all of this is connected. So like if we're actually exercising, or we're doing techniques that, it doesn't have to be out running 10 miles, but we're doing something active for our physical body, not just our mental health, but we're also doing something physical, that connects ourselves, our whole system internally. So the movement piece I love as well, because I think it's so important.
But it's huge, because in Module 1 we really concentrate on the rules of energy, and one of the rules of energy is movement. So we teach you, it's a very gentle movement, and what happens is when we go into, like as I said, daily microtrauma, that the body then actually goes into a state of contraction. And the gentle movement is we concentrate is the neck, the head, the shoulders. And what we do is we bring in then understanding that the muscles you're working with, the bones you're working with, the lymphatic system, and the contraindications. So it just gives you will feel confident in actually bringing your group through a gentle movement.
Yeah. And the next one, which is my favorite one, is the boundaries. I think this is so important, because it's so funny when you ask people about boundaries. They're like, I have loads of boundaries. And then when you probe a little bit deeper, they're like, oh, actually, I don't have any boundaries, I don't think. So it's really around understanding what a boundary is, why you need them, what they look like, the benefits of them, if you don't have them, what your life has looked like without them, and how you can make that better for yourself, and how you can actually teach other people how to treat you by having boundaries in place that create a safety for you, whether it's in the workplace, or whether it's in your community, or in relationships, or in friendships. It makes no difference. It's important to understand the significance of having boundaries in place. And those boundaries can be either like financial, emotional, but the biggest one we work with is the emotional boundary, or the energy boundary, sorry, where we, in a workplace, in a group setting, we tend to take on people's energy, which impacts us directly. So if we don't have the significant or the appropriate boundaries in place for us, or understand them, we can't do anything but take that energy on, which impacts us. So it's about peeling that back and understanding, okay, what do I need to do for me here? It's actually not that difficult. And once you put it in, people learn then that you will tolerate so many things, but maybe not everything that you would have tolerated before, but in a really healthy way. So the boundary piece for me, me, I just love the boundaries. So that's a big piece.
And again, for me, it's the energy behind that, because again, it comes from the thoughts, like, why do I not have a boundary in the first place? Am I not good enough? Am I a pleaser? So it's really delving into all of that. So the course is, yes, it is for you to be able to teach, but it's also a great way, like I still learn every time we do this, about my own stuff. So it's really understanding, again, bringing it back to the fundamental, the power of thoughts, what you think about yourself, and then what you create then through the energy field and through the life bodies, as I said, to health boundaries. Yeah.
Then we go back a lot into the neuro wellness again. So that we do that over a core two of the modules, but it actually threads through the whole program really. And then we go into the self-care piece. So the self-care piece, which is another piece I love, is that we often think we really do take care of ourselves because we go out and we do this, that, and the other. But actually, if you peel that back, sometimes we think we have a self-care plan, but we actually don't, because we might have one written down on paper or in our head, but do we actually implement that? Are we consistent with that? Is that a regular thing that we're doing in our lives that's actually creating that change or that energy shift that we need? So we find out how that works for you. And then you learn to develop your own self-care practices, but you also learn how to show that to other people or teach that to other people, even within your own family or within your friendship group, within your community or within your organizational groups. Or if you're a team leader, how is it that you can help your staff mind themselves better so that they can not just produce more, but they can be in a space that they're able to be more productive? And they feel safe enough to do that, and they feel like, okay, I have the energy to do that, and I know how to manage this. So learning all these skills and these modules for leaders and for managers is really, really helpful.
And some of the tools that we will be using is breath work, EFT, movement, mindfulness, and relaxation.
Yeah. So the last module that we have is the next best steps, and that's basically looking at where do you go from here once you finish this training. We're very much invested in this modules or in these modules and in this training, we really want to look at people, helping people build community. So in the last module, we actually help you put together an actual training that you want for the community or the group that you want to work with and you want to teach. So you might just want to teach them 1 or 2 modules for a particular group and then do different modules with another group. We help do all that with you, and then we follow up every 6 weeks with a Zoom call with all of the graduates and all of the people who have trained. It's optional, but it is there as a form of support because we really are vested in building community. So we are so excited about doing our next training. So we are going to put up those details probably in the next 2 days up on Instagram. So if you have any questions or anything, you can contact us at info@mindbodyresilienceSchool.com, or you can contact us individually. The details are on the website, how to reach us by phone as well. So looking forward to hearing from you guys, and we will chat to you soon. Have a great day.
Cheers. Bye.